Just because you love someone doesn't mean you can live with the person. Love is not enough to build a home. Did you hear what I said? Love is not enough. It is important, but it's not enough. It did not say through love is a house built. It said through wisdom. And so your honest feeling is not enough. It says, and by understanding it is established. It means there is a level of capacity and proficiency that guarantees longevity in your love and relationship through wisdom. The reason this is important, I think the first person I heard this from years ago was Mount Moro. And at the time he was talking, he had counseled homes for more than 30 years. And he said the very funny thing about people who have decided to divorce one another, holding their divorce papers right in their hands, and they will say, you know what, I still love him, but I can't live with him. And it was a conundrum. The reality that a lot of people do not recognize is that just because you love someone doesn't mean you can live with the person. It takes wisdom, it takes understanding to be able to build a home. Everybody say, through wisdom is a house built. Say, I'm going to build my house with wisdom. I'm going to establish it with understanding. It simply means there are things to learn. There are things to learn. Your honesty is not enough. You must build capacity. Just because you love him, you love her, does not mean you can live together. If you're going to learn to live peaceably with someone, it's going to take intentionality. Another very important thing I want to say, and it's important I preface every other thing I say with this, is that the goal for this teaching is not to put in you an image of perfection, an expectation of perfection. That's another mistake people make. A man named John Gotham of Gotham Institute, he took several decades to study several marriages, about 4,000 of them, and he came up with such a dependable scientific and psychological research that empowered him to be able to look at a marriage in few minutes and tell with 90% accuracy if they are going to make it or not. It took him just few minutes. And having gone through about 4,000 marriages with 90% accuracy, at least you can tell he knows what he's saying. But we're going to talk about that later. I said that to say this. He discovered that the difference between happy homes and homes that were not happy, marriages that will stand the test of time and marriages that will not stand the test of time, was not conflict. He discovered that happy homes fought also, and about the same things that homes that did not make it through fought about money, about, oh my God, I wish I had enough time to talk about that. When a little more money came into our marriage, half of the quarrels ended. Hey God. Yes. No, did I say quarrel? We're too spiritual for quarrel. I mean intense conversations, if you know what I mean. But it's important. The reason I'm saying this is because unintentionally, some of us, our expectations are high. Some of us, our expectations are too low. But I'm dwelling on the other extreme for now. Some of us, our expectations are high. Sometimes marriage no hard. Now you define the perfect spouse. It's part of it. There will be misunderstandings. Listen, if you cannot accommodate misunderstandings, you are not ready. That's the important thing I want you to know. If you cannot accommodate it, I am telling you what I learned, and I learned the hard way. Oh my God. Listen, are you listening to me? Can I open up to you? So one of the biggest mistakes I made when I was dating is that I compared with my ex just a little bit, and because with the person I was dating before, we dated 2 years and we didn't quarrel once. Yes, not once. Even when we're breaking up, I just don't think it's gonna work. Really? A minute. Oh. And we both cried. Well, we didn't exchange. We didn't nothing. Just moved on. I didn't realize that was a toxic trait. But some people, let me tell you something. It's not always toxic. Peace is possible. Are you listening to me? But there's another extreme. When I brought it up, PL is not always okay. She's your pastor. So she just said, why didn't you marry her? Don't stress me, right? If it was so good, why are you here? Many of us love the way we were brought. In psychology, it's called attachment style, that we mirror the relationship between ourselves and our parents. We bring it into our relationship with our spouse. And so, I discovered I was what they called avoidant attachments. And it can be very dangerous. People like me can be very dangerous because we don't like to fight. If you cross the line in the friendship, you will just discover, I won't talk to you again. I will just draw the line and that's the end. And so what happened was very simple. And this is the first time it's coming out of my mouth. That's how dangerous we can be. I won't complain, I won't fight, we'll just end it. That's all, we'll move on. It's not you, it's me. So this was what happened. Just imagine, look at all that God is doing through us by the grace of God. And now, move back maybe 15 years. And I'm trying to date someone. I have all this vision in my spirit. I know God is going to do all that he's doing now. And everybody who was around was a part of it, working tirelessly. I will always hold in high esteem the people who saw me years ago and saw the hand of God. You know, I mean, if you believe in us now, do you understand? I don't really know how genuine that is. I appreciate it, but I don't know. But the people back then, the people who will give 5K, 2K, do you understand, to be part of it? And then we're doing heavy projects. If you know about our ministry, we've always done big things. When I was graduating, we printed 10,000 copies of devotionals and gave it free. Then, I've been crazy for a long time, you see. And all of that was happening thanks to the love, the faith of partners and all of that. And now I'm dating someone who had never given a donation to the fellowship. I'm not materialistic. The fellowship has always had money. I have a grace by the grace of God. Check the history of this ministry. We've never lacked. I just told you, as an undergraduate, we printed 10,000 copies and gave it out free. So we always had money. But I just quietly wondered, like, what is going on? But I had not learned to talk things through. I didn't bring it up. I just kept wondering. And so one day, I wanted to bring it up stylishly. I didn't know how to. So I just said, you know what? We have a project we want to do for the church. Can you loan me 15,000? We didn't need 15,000. I'm telling you, those of you who are aware, we printed devotionals every month and it costs at least 600,000 and we did it every month without fail. And then she borrowed me the money. And then, you know, I just kept it or something. And then months after, honestly, in my mind, I had some respite that, well, at least she could part way with money. It's not as bad as I thought. Then months after, she came to see me and we're talking and then we're already going and she said, hey, about that money that I borrowed you. So I said, okay. You know, so I went, packaged the money in an envelope. Then in another envelope was letter. I've changed. If you like, don't judge. I'm not doing again. Look at the way some of you are judging me. You don't understand. Some of you don't understand visionaries. I'm not trying to excuse it, but you don't understand visionaries. How could you not see it? How could you not be? I'm not talking about a large amount. I'm not once, let's be a part of this. 2K. If it was, okay, give me the money back, but you know what, take 2K, just add to this. Not once. The reason I'm telling you this, listen. Now, imagine bringing that attitude into marriage.